Very good evening to all folks. Hope my voice is loud and clear to everyone, right? Just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box so I can understand. Yes. Yes, folks, you can use your chat box. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the confirmation, folks. Yes, we'll start today's session. Yes. Thank you so much for giving me quick confirmation, folks. Okay. So, yes, good evening to everyone. Again, just like a recap, folks, today, actually, we haven't started yesterday recording session. Okay, we forgot to start the recording option. So that's why you are not able to access yesterday's recording. So today we will going for a recap session, little bit of recap, and we will discuss about today's agenda. Because yesterday, half of the time we will discuss about only question answers and all. So that's why today we are planning to cover that part as well as today's topic. Is it clear to everyone, folks? Yes, just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box. Yes, thank you. Yes, okay. So, okay, folks. Now today we will start. Just like a recap, already you know about that. If you need to connect with Logic Labs, so whatever related to the payment and LMS, whatever issues you have, folks, so you have to be connect with support@logiclabstech.com. That is the email ID, or you have a contact numbers. From this, you can connect with a support team. Okay. Yeah. If related to the session, if you have any doubts, so definitely we will discuss here. Okay. And just visit to this website for more information. There also you can register and you can pay. Apart from that, yesterday also we'll discuss about the general information. What are the restrictions, or we can say what are the options, and we share that link also to connect with a WhatsApp group. Okay, so we will start today's session, folks. What we have to do before understanding what we will discuss today, just we are understanding or we are discussing yesterday's point, because recording was not started yesterday, right? Not enabled from my side only. It is a mistake. So don't worry about that, folks. Today we will understand. Okay, so I'll move to my drawing page and you can see we started. First thing, why all companies are moving to the cloud. First, we are starting with this question answers part. We will try to understand what's required, why every company is moving to the cloud. That was the question. So many answers we will get. So simple thing, to start a business, folks, first we have to understand, or we have to purchase place, right? After the place, we have to move to the infrastructure part, just like servers, network devices, storage devices. Apart from that, some users who will maintain this all the infrastructure, and apart from that, some users who will take care about the space and all. So that already we discussed and will understand. So before starting a business, folks, lots of investment is required as a part of on-premises infrastructure. So come to the cloud, that each and everything is not required. What we have to do, just you have to go and you have to launch services on cloud. So whatever you are using, for example, your server is started only for half an hour, you will get a bill of half an hour, right? We discussed yesterday some example, just like Amazon.com, and we discuss about some scenarios. We understand one server. Right now, for example, we have one server that is 4 GB of, 4-core CPU and 16 GB of RAM and 1 TB of hard disk. But what happened in Saturdays and Sundays, they need to increase the capacity. Why? Because Saturdays and Sundays, some sell is going on. So what they want, instead of 4 CPUs, they want 40 CPUs. Just assume that. And 16 GB of RAM, they want 160 GB of RAM. Instead of 1 TB hard disk, they want 10 TB of hard disk. If they are purchasing this much of infrastructure, heavy infrastructure, so after Saturdays and Sunday, it is waste. Why? Because if sell is end, so again, utilizations will come to the normal scenario, right? So till this time, that heavy infrastructure is waste. So instead of that scenario also, users are moving to the cloud. Apart from that, we'll discuss about what is the feature and benefits also today as a part of today's lecture. But just like a recap, folks, we will understand that thing. Now come to the next part. We'll understand what is virtualization and why it is required. So we'll understand with the help of this option. For example, you have one laptop, and in that laptop, folks, you need to install 2 operating systems. Okay, you want to be, for example, you have a Windows and you need to install Linux operating system right now. Just assume that this one. So what we have to do, we need to format it, right? Or we need to launch 2 operating system as per our requirement. But what happened? We need to restart, then only next operating system will start. So to come up from that problem, we have 2 softwares, that is nothing but what? VMware, or we can say Oracle Box. With the help of these 2 softwares, you can install multiple virtual operating systems in your laptop, folks, in your systems. Company also using the same mechanism. For example, they have the high CPU servers. What they will do, they will add or they will divide into multiple virtual CPUs. Whenever they want, they will work on that. That we discussed yesterday. Okay. Now, so our cloud structure is also depend on virtualization. That's why we will little bit discuss about the virtualization. Okay. So to understand virtualization, folks, we discuss about this type of diagram. It is nothing but what? Just assume that it is our server, and inside that server, hardware part is there. After the hardware part, folks, we have a operating system. That is nothing but what? Windows. So I'm typing here, that is operating system. Okay. So operating system, we have a Windows. So for that virtual box or VMware or Oracle box, compulsory operating system is required. Meaning of that, these softwares, VMware softwares and Oracle box software, this will work on operating system. It will not directly connected with hardware part. Okay. So compulsory, you need a hardware, one operating system required. With your laptop, for example, Windows machines will come. So in that Windows operating system, you will install VMware or Oracle box. So after the Windows installation, you will go and you will start next option. That is nothing but what? Yes, VMware. Now, if VMware is installed, then you can go for the next option. That is nothing but what? Operating system installation, and that is Linux or any other operating system. But one drawback is there here, folks. Your 2 operating systems. You install the VMware. After that, you install Linux operating system, one, for example. Just assume that you have only one operating system. Now, your operating system is corrupt, main operating system, whatever is connected with your hardware part. So what happened? This machine also goes down, right? Because it is virtual. So that is the drawback, depend on virtual box. Okay. That's why what cloud will do, cloud will direct connected with your hardware part, folks. They will divide the hardware and they will give you the opportunity, whatever operating system you can, whatever you want, you can install. So cloud is working with hardware virtualization and software, VMware software and Oracle box software. This both software is working with operating system level, folks. That is the main difference. Okay. So hope everybody will understand that basic difference between the virtualization and the hardware parts. Just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box. If any doubt, please ask me in the chat box, folks. Yes, it is makes sense, folks. As we discussed, folks, it's a two-way communication. That's why we enable the chat option for everyone. Yeah, so that's why we require response from your end, folks. Okay, and everybody and everyone need to be response. So I can understand, yes, whatever I am delivering, it will understanding, right? It is in a clear way, we can say. Thank you. Thank you so much for quick confirmation, folks. Okay. Yes. And apart from that, from today, folks, you will get these recordings on the LMS portal. So you can go and you can recap the sessions, whatever we are discussing. And we will upload the PPTs as well as whatever extra documents we are discussing. That also we will discuss. Okay. Yeah. Someone want to repeat the options. Okay. Okay. Not an issue, folks. Again, I'll repeat simple things. If you are going with software virtualization, so what happened? You will depend on operating system, right? One operating system is required. After the operating system, you need to install software. Through that software, you will launch your machines. You will launch your new operating system. Okay, that is the concept of VMware or VirtualBox. Just like we understand, you purchase one laptop will provide you Windows operating system, right? Then what you are doing in Windows operating system, you are installing VMware or Oracle box. After installing this software, again you are installing operating system. That is software level or operating system level virtualization, we can say, that we are using in a daily routine. Okay. Apart from that, cloud is using hardware level of virtualization, folks. Okay. So what Amazon is saying, Amazon will provide you hardware. Okay. You need to select your operating system. So meaning of that, cloud will work hardware level virtualization. Just select your hardware and install your direct operating system. No virtual box, no extra operating system is required. We'll discuss today's session, how it will work and all. Okay. Yeah. Apart from that, folks, yesterday we'll discuss about some extra concept. That is nothing but what? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. We understand three modules, right? In short, we can say IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. Then PaaS, it is platform as a service. And finally, third one is nothing but what? SaaS, software as a service, right? Yeah. So folks, apart from that, before that infrastructure and all, we have some next concept, that is on-premises, on-prem, we can say, right? So in on-premises, folks, you are responsible for each and everything as per company requirement, as per your need. You need to launch the server, you need to maintain the server, you will responsible for hardware part, you will responsible for any type of minor or whatever updates are coming, right? But in that three modules, Amazon will give you some option, folks. Already yesterday we'll discuss. IaaS is nothing but what? Amazon is saying you can purchase infrastructure from our site. Okay, infrastructure is nothing but what? what you can do, you can select, just give me a minute. I'll type here. Yeah. Infrastructure is nothing but what? You can purchase from Amazon CPU. Okay. Then RAM, then storage and network as per your need. Okay. Yeah. Amazon will provide you that thing. What user will do? So Amazon is saying user will responsible for, sorry. Yeah. User will responsible for the next part. That is nothing but what? Operating system. I'll upload yesterday's PPT also. Okay. Yeah. Just give me a minute. I'll share that PPTs also for better understanding. So you will get, yes, more clarity. Just give me a minute, folks. Yes. Okay. Again, I am sharing my screen. So, yes. So what Amazon is saying, if we are going for infrastructure as a service, server, storage, network, and virtualization, by default, Amazon will provide you. Amazon will charge you as per that 4 option, right? Apart from that, user will responsible for operating system. You can select any operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and application. This thing depend on user need. User will responsible for this part. That is nothing but what? Infrastructure as a service. We understand with one simple example, just like if you need to what we say, make a biryani, cooking a biryani or pizza. So first option is nothing but what? You can try at home. So home already you have an infrastructure, right? Cooking items you have and gas you have. So you can plan, you can purchase the ingredient from the market, whatever is required to make a biryani or pizza, and you can use your own dinings and you can start. That is infrastructure. Already this part you have, right? Next thing, platform as a service. For example, you want biryani and pizza, but you are not cooking, you are just putting the orders, right? And someone will deliver that thing. So same is nothing but what? In that case, platform as a service. Amazon will provide you till runtime. Okay. And only user will responsible for the application and data. And finally, software as a service is nothing but what? Everything is managed by the Amazon. Here, only user will provide the description. Amazon will complete that thing. Okay. So just like we are going outside any hotel and we are booking our orders and we are eating there only in that place, right? Yeah. So cooking, delivering, dining, everything is depend on AWS. Okay. So folks, one questions will come here. Okay. Infrastructure will understand, just like you and me, engineers will go for the infrastructure as a service, right? First option means we are responsible for operating system, runtime, data, and applications. Okay. You will install, I'll install, right? Amazon will provide you only infrastructure, hardware part. Okay. That is clear. Now, next thing we have to understand, folks, that is nothing but what? Which scenario we need to go for second option, that is platform as a service. Which condition we can go for the platform as a service? Can you give me a quick response in the chat box? For which type of users, or we can say employees, platform as a service will launch? Yes. Infrastructure as a service is just like infrastructure engineer, system administrator who will starting their career with AWS, we can say, that will move they have the interest, what is the operating system, how operating system will work, depend on that thing, infrastructure will work, right? So what is the PaaS? Yes, folks, I'm not getting any type of response from your end. Development, okay. They have two applications data, but they don't know how to ace. Very good side. Yes, Sunil, obviously correct. Yes, correct, folks. Thank you so much for giving me quick responses, folks. So for better understanding, folks, PaaS is nothing but what developers we can say. For example, I am a programmer. Okay, I know only how to write a code, how to build a website, or any other things depend on the codes. For example, I know JavaScript, just assume that. I know .NET, I know Python. Okay, but I don't know after completing that website, how much capacity is required to start that website, right? So at that time, we will go and we will select platform as a service. Second module, that is PaaS, platform as a service. So AWS will provide you the operating system, middleware, and runtime. Okay, only you will responsible for your application, what you typed in your Python code or JavaScript code, and data, what you are using to develop that code and all. Is it clear to everyone, folks? Yeah. So PaaS is nothing but what we can say in a normal words. It's a serverless structure. So we will discuss in that scenario, folks, or in that curriculum, platform as a service. Some services AWS will provide as a platform as a service, just like Lambda. Okay, one service is there. We will discuss after some time. Yes. SQL server we can say, but it is manual configuration. SQL server and web server both are manual configuration, folks. We have to go with first option, that is nothing but what infrastructure as a service. Okay, yeah. So platform as a service, AWS will provide one operating system. Just we have to paste my code and we have to select my codes are written in which language. Only that much we have to select. AWS will manage each and everything. That is nothing but what platform as a service. Okay. And obviously software as a service is nothing but what, if you don't know anything, but again, you need to start your business. So it is for everyone, we can say. Here, no logic is required. Just put your requirement, whatever you want, to the Amazon, and Amazon will provide you the service or everything, whatever you want, right? So hope again it is clear to everyone, folks, right? Just like a quick recap, we'll discuss about yesterday's session and some more detail about this virtualization or modules of AWS, folks, or modules of cloud, we can say. Is it clear to everyone? Just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box, folks. So we will move to today's agenda. Okay. Thank you so much, folks. Yeah, my pleasure. Okay. Yes, folks, as I told you yesterday also, my session is depend on two-way communication, and from today we will moving to the practical part. Okay, so from tomorrow you have to be from today only you have to be work hard. If you are new in the cloud or IT background, so minimum 3 hours you have to be practiced, then only you can understand what is the cloud and how it will work. Okay, so yeah, will client choose any one of this service, or it is AWS admin responsible to suggest? Yes, Karthik. So as per your question, for example, in your company, infrastructure administrators are there. Okay, so obviously your company will not select PaaS service. They will go with infrastructure as a service because they have the engineer who will take care about the runtime, middleware, and operating system. And already your company have the developers who will develop the code, and database administrators also be there, right? Meaning of that, small IT company or big IT company, they have minimum three employees. One is infrastructure, right? Yes, definitely, Sai. Prices are really as per the needs different. Okay, so we'll come to that point later. So in small company, infrastructure engineers we have, okay, and I'll type here infra plus developers, that is codes, and apart from that DB, database. Okay, so if your company have these three types of employees, so definitely they will select the service that is nothing but what? Infrastructure as a service. Okay, and now just assume that your company is working with only developers and database. They don't have infrastructure engineer, system administrator. Okay, so what they will do, they will go and they will select platform as a service. Some scenarios in Lambda will discuss little bit about the platform as a service, how it will work. Okay, what are the ways to connect with AWS, that also we will discuss. Okay, yeah. Approx cost, Alex, we can't say what is the approx cost because every service cost is different as per that region. Okay, yeah, you will get today little bit idea how it will work and all. Okay, yeah, is it clear to everyone, folks, or any question or anything is remain? Okay, thank you so much. So we'll move to today's agenda and we will discuss what we will cover as per today's topic. Okay, yeah, just give me a minute. Okay, so I'll share my screen again and you can see. Yes, now come to the next PPT. Yeah, so as per today's agenda, folks, we will start and we will understand first thing how to create new AWS account. Okay, then we'll understand what is EC2. One, it is a service provided by the AWS. So what is that EC2 and all, we'll discuss. Then we will move to the creating a new Windows machine, how to start a Windows server in AWS. Okay, while creating this server, we will understand what is key pair and how to connect with this Windows server. We will discuss this point as per today's session, folks. Okay, yeah. So we'll start with the first point, that is nothing but what? How to create a new AWS account. Folks, try to understand why we require a AWS account. Okay, just assume that you are moving to the, or you are going to the market to purchase a server, right? Or your company will on premises, just like on premises, your company, or you need to start your business. So what you will do to purchase the infrastructure, you need to go to the market, right? And you need to purchase that whatever things you want. Same, AWS will same. It is depend on cloud, internet. Yesterday also we'll discuss about internet and intranet, right? So Amazon is saying, just give me some time, folks. After completing this part, we'll go for the question answers part. Okay, just give me a time. Yeah. Okay, so why AWS account is required? So folks, to start a business, you need to purchase hardware part. For example, you want a servers, you want network devices, you want hardware devices. What you will do, you will go to that market or some particular shop and you will purchase the items. Same, Amazon is saying, if you want to connect with AWS cloud, compulsory account is required. So we'll understand how we will create industry account or enterprise account, we can say. And apart from that, Amazon is providing you one best thing, that is nothing but what, folks? Free tier account. Okay, for testing purposes. So we'll understand what is the free tier account and what we can cover in that account also. Okay, yeah. So to understand that AWS account, folks, some requirement compulsory require, we have to understand that require. Okay, yeah. Before moving ahead, we'll go for the question answers. So folks, someone's want to talk with me, kindly raise your hand again so I can understand. Or if you don't have any question, not an issue, just type in the chat box. Is it clear? So we will move further. Okay. Yeah, I think don't have any questions. Thank you. Okay. So folks, yeah. Okay, not an issue. That's why I told you, folks, just wait for some times. So you will get idea, okay, what they have to do. Yes. Now we will move to the next option. Yeah, we'll understand what is the free tier account and how it will work. We understand why AWS account is required. So to understand, folks, to create an account, some requirement is there. What are the requirement? Amazon is saying if you have corporate account. Okay, so to understand corporate account, how it will work, you can create your free tier account. Okay, and you can practice on this account. It is free for 1 year. Okay, yeah, I'm typing here, folks. Your account, free tier account, is free for 1 year. Okay, and per month you have 750 hours free to use one server. Okay, 750 hours are free every month. Okay, simple server we can start. We will discuss after some time what is server and what is that limit, 750 hours. Just assume that if you are creating free tier account, AWS will provide you 1 year time limit. You can use till 1 year your free tier account. Okay, yeah. But folks, some criteria is there to creating that account. What are the criteria? So Amazon is saying, if you want to create a free tier account, first you need some email ID. Okay, working email ID, because whatever communication is happened, that communication will complete through email address only. That's why. Second, you need to add some mobile number for the OTP purpose and all. You need to submit address proof. Sometimes it is optional, but you need to type your address detail while creating the free tier account form. After some time, we'll discuss that. Okay. Now, finally, folks, you want some credit card or debit card with international transaction should be on in that card. Okay. Amazon will deduct $1 from your account or 2 rupees as per Indian currency, or $1 from your account. Okay. And just for a verification purpose, nothing else. And don't worry, folks, without your information, Amazon will not deduct single rupees from your account. Okay, just assume that, for example, just we understand in 1 month you have a limit of 750 hours. Okay, that is the limit of 1 month, for example, and you exceed that limit. Okay, you completed 800 hours, for example, or some services are paid, you are accessing that paid services. Okay, then also Amazon will not deduct that 50 hours bill from your card. It will not deduct by default. Okay, Amazon will send you a bill. You need to pay, then only it will deduct from your card. So don't worry to give the information related to your credit and debit card. It is just for authentication purpose, they will ask you for the credit card and debit card information. Okay. And we'll discuss how you can waive off the bill. Okay. What is the, we'll understand after some time. What is the waive off and all. Okay. For example, you are accessing some paid services and you forget to delete. Okay. And what happened? After 1 month, you will get some bill. Okay. Then what you have to do? Only two options you have. You can pay or your account will block. Right? Free tier account. You need to pay that bill or your account is blocked. For example, you use some services and Amazon will charge you $5. Just assume that, folks. Okay. You use some services and you forgot to delete that service. Okay. But it is working till 20 days or 10 days. After 1 month, when bill will generate, you will understand, oh, you haven't deleted that services and you have to pay the $5. So what you have to do? You can pay if you want, or you can send a request to the AWS to waive off that bill. Okay. Amazon will cross check in the backend if literally you are not using this service. Only once you use and after that you haven't used, but you will get a bill of that unused days. Definitely Amazon will waive off that bill. Amazon will give you 0, right? So we'll discuss how to add a request to the Amazon. So most of the time, folks, some paid services are there. Learners are using YouTubes nowadays or some different courses, right? So they are practicing on AWS account, but they are not understanding how to delete that services after practicing. Then what happened? Definitely bill will come after the 1 month. Then they will understand, oh, we will get $450 bill. What we have to do? So at that time, we have one option, but Amazon will cross check in the backend. If literally you are not using, then only Amazon will waive off the bill. If you are using entire month, then you are requesting. So definitely Amazon will not waive off that bill. Okay. And they will send you some notifications. And after that, your account will disable. Okay. So these are the requirement to create AWS free tier account. Okay. So hope, folks, is it clear to everyone why free tier account is required, right? And what are the limitations or requirements? Yeah. If any doubt, please ask me so we can move to the further step. Yes. Okay. I'm getting only one response, folks. What about others? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Thank you, folks. If two-way communication is there, then only we can understand the next concept, what we are discussing. Okay. Yeah. So to creating a free tier account, folks, we have to go with website that is globally used website. Okay. aws.amazon.com. Okay. Just type your website in the browser. You will get a home page or dashboard of Amazon services account creation page. Okay. I have created account long back, then I use same. If it is 1 year is not completed, you can use it. Okay. If 1 year is completed, so I'll suggest just forget about that. And one more thing, folks, what I recommend to everyone, whatever email ID you are using. Okay. So I'll suggest don't use your personal email ID. Create temporary email ID. Okay. Connect with AWS website. After 1 year, just forget about that email ID and the account also, because it is only for 1 year, right? After 1 year, just forget about email ID as well as your website, right? Your account, free tier account, not website, free tier account. Okay. So don't go for your personal email IDs, folks. Okay. Yeah. Simple thing. You know how to create an email ID. So just create email ID and go for account, free tier account creation. So I'll open browser. Okay. Yeah. And I'll show you how it will work. So we'll go to the website that is, oh, folks, just give me a quick confirmation. Safari page is visible to you, or still PPT or Chrome is visible to you? Can you tell me? Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you. So folks, yes, what we will do, we'll go to the AWS, okay, aws.amazon.com. That is the website. Yes, you can see here, it is a web page or dashboard of AWS services. If you have a corporate account, same website you have to use. If you have your free tier account, then also you want to use the same option. Pay attention here, folks. Just type aws.amazon.com. I'll copy paste that URL in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, just go to that page and click on sign into the console. When you click on sign into the console, folks, okay, it will ask you, yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, it will ask you, folks, create a new AWS account. Okay, so just you have to click here, create a new AWS account. Or direct, you can go to the Google and you can write create AWS free tier account. You will get a same page. Okay, now here it will ask you to type root user email address. What is your email ID? As I told you, some information you have to understand. That is, first is nothing but what working email ID is required. So what you have to type here, your email ID, for example, demo@gmail.com. Okay, now you need to type a account name. This account name is belongs to which, this email ID belongs to which account. If it is a corporate account, so you can write it your company name here. In your corporate account, folks, multiple departments are there, right? Development department, production department, testing department. So you can write it department name here. So it will be give you more clarity. Okay. So just assume that my account name is nothing but what? Tom. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I like Tom and Jerry cartoon. So that's why most of the time, folks, you will see in my examples, Tom and Jerry are ready always. Okay. Yeah. So root user email ID, I am typing demo@gmail.com and account name is Tom. After typing this, just click on verify email address. So what happened? Amazon will send you verification email to this email ID. Okay. So that's why I told you in the starting, you want a working email address. And as I suggest you, just go for a temporary email ID. So after 1 year, just forget about that email ID and account also. Okay. Or you can go for your personal email ID, depend on you. So after typing email ID and account name, just click on verify email address. So what happened? Amazon will send you one verification email to this ID. Okay. After that, already I have an account, folks. This email ID is not exist. That's why I'll show you some yes, documentation. Okay. Yeah, PDF document. Same PDF documents will upload in LMS, folks. It's very easy. Please pay attention, everyone. Okay. Yeah. So what we have to do, you have to go for AWS website is clearly mentioned here. What is the step 1? Go with website and click on create an AWS account. Okay. Or click on sign in. You will get a page. Yeah. Can we try with corporate mail ID? No, Samir, we will not suggest you go for the corporate email ID because it is for corporate use, right? We are creating free tier account. Yes, if you want your company account, so definitely you can use your corporate email ID, right? But right now we are discussing about free tier account. So use your free tier, any temporary email IDs we can say. I'll show you same steps for a corporate account. Also same steps are there. Only 2-3 differences are there. We'll discuss. Okay. Yeah. Pay attention, all of you folks. Click on that website and just click on create AWS account. Then, as I mentioned, you need to type email ID, okay, and name, and then click on verify email address. Then one email will get on this email ID. Just click on that link. Your account will verify and you will redirect to the next page. That is nothing but what? Yes. It will ask you to sign up for AWS. So already you typed a username, email ID. Then AWS will ask you type a root password. Okay. Yeah. It is very confidential password, folks. Don't share with others. Your email ID and password. If you are using corporate account, so obviously don't share with others. It is really very complicated and risky methods. We'll discuss why and why no need to share. If someone's want, then what you have to do, we'll discuss in upcoming sessions. Okay, so you need to type a root account, root password, and confirm password. Then click on continue. Then you will redirect. Here options are available, folks. Just you can read and you can follow these steps. Now, in the third option, folks, you need to select personal info. Don't select business. How do you plan to use AWS? Don't go for a business, go for a personal use. Okay, if you are going for a business, so Amazon is thinking you are creating a corporate account and that is chargeable. Okay, so that's why go for personal use. Okay, and here it is clearly mentioned free tier offer. What is that? Always free, never expire, but after 1 year it is chargeable. 12 months free only. Start from initial sign up date. When you sign up, your time limit start. Okay, and it is trials. Okay, start from service activation date. So these are the basic details. So again, you have to just select on personal. Already it is mentioned here which option you have to select. Type your full name, phone number, country, and address. I'll mention one thing here, folks. Whatever address you are typing here, it should match with your credit or debit card detail. If it is changed, so what happened? Amazon will send you some email on registered email ID to provide you the address proof detail, because both address are different. Credit card, debit card address is different, and what you are typing here, that is different. So it will ask you to upload some registered document, address proof. That's why I typed in the that PPT, address proof is required, folks, here. Okay. Yeah. So type your address, whatever is depend on your region and country. Then next step. Yes. It is billing information. So it is clearly mentioned here, folks. It will deduct you $1 or 2 Indian rupees and 3 to 5 days for the verification. It's only for the verification purpose. You need to type. And one more thing, folks, depend on credit and debit card, Visa, Master, and American Express cards are acceptable. RuPay card. Most of the Indian banks are providing RuPay card. That is not acceptable. Okay, make a note of that. If you have a Visa and MasterCard and international transaction should on, then only you will get clarification of that. Okay, so type your account detail here, whatever you have, then PAN, if you want, you can add it, otherwise not an issue. Then add your mobile number and it will send you a text message or voice call. Okay, so through that two options, just verify your account, email ID and password. And finally, folks, this window is most important. Amazon will ask you sign up for AWS, select a support plan. Okay, so if you have a corporate account, folks, so definitely you can go for a business support. Okay, it is not only $100, depend on your use case, it is still $5,000 also. We'll discuss in upcoming slide how this plan will work. Okay, so just for understanding, you have to select basic support, that is free. Okay, don't forget to select free option. Basic support, that is free. We will not get any support from Amazon, but some cases Amazon will help. If you are a developer, so definitely you have to pay some dollar per month and you will get some support from Amazon website or from Amazon employees, we can say, that is depend on business hours. Okay, and here also some business support is there. So don't go for the developers and business plan, just click on basic support. Okay, yeah. Now finally, after completing this option, folks, your account will ready, and after some times you will get a notification on your email IDs, and just click on go to the AWS management console. You will redirect to the same page whatever we'll discuss here. Okay, that is first page. It is aws.amazon.com. Yeah, so you can complete sign up process or just click on sign in. Here, type your email ID, what you created, click on next. Then it will ask you the password. Again, type your password. No, I think email ID is not available here. So I will use my email ID in Chrome. Just give me a minute, folks. Yeah. I'm just moving to the aws.amazon.com. Sign in option, and yes, I'm typing email IDs and password. Okay, after typing the email IDs and password, folks, yes, you will redirect to the home page of AWS. Here you can see your name will mention here what you are typing in the first page. Okay, and this type of page will open. So just click here and you can see one account ID, accounts, organization, service quotas, billing dashboard, multiple options are there. We'll discuss, and you can sign out from here also. Okay. Yeah. So just click on sign out. Yeah. So again, log in, click on sign into the console. Type your temporary email ID. It is not my permanent email ID, folks. Click on next, type your password and click on sign in. Again, you will redirect to your home page of AWS, where you can purchase AWS services for the corporate account also, as well as your free tier account also. Okay. Yeah. So hope it is clear to everyone, folks, right? Yes, just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box so I can understand. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now, so come to PPT, folks, and we'll understand what is the next options. Obviously, web services demo. So we'll understand how to create an account. Okay. Now, what is EC2 services? Next option, understanding EC2 services. We understand how to create a new AWS account, that is free tier account. And AWS is saying Free tier account is free for 1 year, 750 hours, 1 month. Okay. But what is 750 hours? It is for every services or particular services, because Amazon is providing you 200 plus services, folks. Right. So what is the 750 hours limit? So that limit is only for EC2 services. What is EC2? Is nothing but what? Elastic Compute Cloud. Full form of EC2 is nothing but what? Elastic Compute Cloud. 2 times C is coming. That's why it is showing C2. Okay. Yeah. What is Elastic Compute Cloud? It is nothing but what? Server. Okay. So we'll understand what is server, folks. Okay. So to understand this scenario, we need one laptop and we need one server. Yeah. Okay. Now, folks, just tell me, if you want to connect with any website, okay, for example, yeah, Amazon.com, or we can type it here, aws.amazon.com. Okay, https:// that is the website. Just assume that. I'll make it little bit zoom so everyone can understand. Yeah. So for example, you need to go to this website. Okay. So what you will do, you will open browser in your laptop or in your computer or in your mobile, and you will type this URL. Okay. Then what happened, folks? Your request will move to the server where this all Amazon contents are available. Okay. That is called a server. So what is the meaning of client and server? Simple. Client will send a request. Okay. And server will respond to the request. If you are typing google.com, what happened? Your request will move to the Google server, right? Where Google page are available, where Google database are reside. If you are typing banking website, just hdfcbank.com. So what happened? Your request will move to the HDFC Bank server. Okay. So in cloud, folks, we will understanding how to create this server part. And in AWS term, in AWS cloud term, server is called EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. Another name of the EC2 is nothing but what? Server. Okay. So folks, in this all AWS part, we will understand how to create servers, how to manage the servers. As I told you yesterday, within 5 days, you will able to launch a website in Windows server as well as Linux server. Okay. So hope everyone will understand what is EC2. Is it clear, folks? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So we are not discussing about the client part, because client could be anything. It could be a mobile. It could be a yes, Ramesh, my pleasure. It could be your browser, any browser. Okay. So it's only for sending a request. If my server is live, so we'll get a response from the server, then only we'll understand. Okay. So in AWS cloud, every cloud, whatever it is, Azure cloud, it is GCP cloud, we are discussing about only servers. Okay. So in AWS, we will call server is nothing but what? EC2. Okay. And another name of EC2 is nothing but what? Sometimes we will use a word that is instance. INSTANCE. Yes. So don't confuse, folks. If I am using sometimes instance, then also it is called a server. If I am saving EC2 instance, then also it is a server. If I am saving server, obviously it is a server. Okay. Yeah. So folks, hope you will understand today's concept. We don't have that much of time because yesterday we haven't started the recording. So that's why starting some time is move for the what we say recap session. Okay, so that's why we haven't complete today's agenda. Only two things are completed. That is nothing but what? How to start a free tier account and little bit about the EC2 servers. We will understand what is EC2 only. Okay. So tomorrow again, we will start our session with EC2 and rest of the part. Again, folks, please don't be late because today we will wait for till 9:04. Okay, so I'll request to everyone, please come on time or please come on before the time, we can say 5 minutes before. So we can discuss whatever points are remaining, or if you have any difficulties in that 5 minutes time period, after 9 o'clock, we will move to the session, folks, because we have only limited time period. Okay, and we have to complete the more services. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining, folks. Today we will stop here. Maybe our support team will share you the codes, how to complete the payment on all, or if you want to add LMS, access the LMS, please contact with the support team. Okay. Again, I'll share that PPT with you so you can easily connect with the support team. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining, folks. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good night, folks. Yes. My pleasure, folks. Mohammed, kindly connect with the support team. Okay. You have a queries about the payment and all. So please connect with the support team, or these numbers are there, or send a mail to the support team. Okay. They will guide you. Yeah.